speaking at hundreds of people, such as you all, in the hope that what was spoken or chalked up on the board would somehow magically be remembered, would stick to a cerebral neuron, and thereby become an inextricable part of your knowledge base upon which more knowledge could be piled. We know that is far from the truth. Indeed, if the majority of you can recall more than 15% of what I have to say tonight, it would be remarkable. Indeed, as some of my colleagues would chide me, if I remember more than 15% of what I say here tonight, it would be a milestone. So why have we continued so long to dwell in the land of the didactic? The reason for this educational status quo has been quite simple. This was all we knew how to do. Indeed, it was all we could do with the tools at hand. Let me share the consternation of a first-year medical student, Mike Keys, who posted the following on YouTube last year as his freshman year was nearing its end. Please note at the outside of this video, there are 4 standard telephone books on the table. Mike then compares them to the volume of his freshman year class notes. That's only the first half of the year. So, that's what he had to do. More than 4 phone books worth of knowledge. Well, tonight for you marks the end of the didactic, textbook-laden hallmarks of the mass educational process. Education at UC Irvine School of Medicine has entered the information age, and you will tonight have in your hands truly an e-ticket to education. Tonight, each of you will be receiving a fully encrypted, HIPAA-compliant, 32 gigabyte, 4 gig Wi-Fi enabled iPad, fully loaded with lectures and supporting materials for the first year of medical school. Also loaded on this tablet computer, as Dr. Weichman will illustrate, is electronic access to all of your books for the first year of medical school. These e-texts can be downloaded onto your iPad. Diagrams can be expanded or contracted as desired. Text can be enlarged, and notes can be taken, recorded, and saved. Podcasts of lectures or even surgical procedures can be received and reviewed. In essence, in this 7.3 by 9.5 by half-inch thick digital device, all the knowledge you will need to complete your first year is present, residing in the pocket of your white coat. So why iPads? Well, first and foremost is the beauty of presenting information on a tablet digital platform, is that you, the learner, can decide how you receive the material you may need to master. You can read it, you can touch it, you can shrink it or enlarge it, and in some cases, you can listen to it. So regardless of how you find it most easy to learn, be it visual, auditory, or tactile, you can and will learn. In addition, you can share. What appears on your tablet can be rapidly transferred to your colleagues. You can work in small groups, push the frontiers forward, and participate in your own form of crowdsourcing and knowledge spillover. You are empowered not only to learn, but simultaneously to innovate. So from where did this come? As you will come to know, the people of Orange County are a supportive and nurturing community. These iPads are a manifestation of their generosity and actually their faith in your future. The cost of purchasing the iPads was borne by the John and Mary II Scholarship Fund that was established in June 2010 at the first annual School of Medicine Gala. Mr. Tu was so pleased with the first year of the iPad iMedEd initiative that he elected to continue to support this project. Indeed, thanks to his vision and support, your iPad curriculum will continue throughout your 4 years with us here at UC Irvine. Perhaps some may see this as a fad, a gimmick, but I and many of my colleagues, including Dr. Weichman, who worked so hard to make the iMed initiative a reality, see this as a tipping point. We truly believe this is the end of textbook-driven didactic education and the beginning of a new age in which you will have at your fingertips 100% of the time all the knowledge you seek to amass and all the reference material you may ever need to render superior service to all those who seek your care. And this digital revolution goes beyond simple cognitive learning. The traditional physical examination is going to lose the stethoscope, as well as the palpating, percussing hands of the physician. These ancient, time-honored tools and methods will be replaced by a handheld bedside ultrasound unit that will enable each examining physician to examine the heart and its anatomy rather than trying to hear the vague rumblings of a failing valve, to display the liver, the spleen, the kidneys, the aorta, and the bladder, rather than vainly trying to feel for a growth or mass that remains undetectable